sometimes you may think you are helping people, you are really not helping them. You are crippling them. Don't give people more money than they have the capacity to handle. This thing, it looks very simple, but it's very serious. So I was watching this interview by TD Jakes and Oprah Winfrey, and Oprah was talking about this particular story time in her life when she just started, like, people started giving her recognition. People knew that she had bucks, like she was making money, and so her family started making demands. They started asking for more money, and she said that at each stage in life it was a different amount. There was a time they will always ask for like $500, then it increased. No, there was a time it was $50. Everybody, they had issues and it was always $50. Then there was a time it now increased to $500. Then there was a time, by the time she was now Oprah increased to $5,000. So she said that at a point she got frustrated, so she called all of them. They had a family meeting and said, okay, what do you want? This one will say, I want house. She will give the person. What do you want? This one will say, I want a car. They will give the person. So she said, don't call me again. I don't want to hear from you again. I shall said to them, life is supposed to. But no, she said within a year and 6 months, some of them had sold the cars, they had sold the houses, they had sold everything. And they were back to where they were, asking her for money. And she said it made her realize that stop giving people more money than they've ever made. They don't have the capacity to hold it in because they don't know, they just feel like they are entitled to you or whatever it is that you have made. Do you understand? And she was like, it applies in every single area. And I remember one time that this is a personal experience now. So I was doing business. I was a teenager. So I was selling recharge cards in our compound, and we had like fairly large number of people living in that compound. So I'd just observed that, okay, I know where the wholesalers of this recharge card, where they are. So I think I was using 3,000 naira to do that business. I can't remember the exact amount, but it was a small money. But I was selling 100 naira recharge card, 200, like my highest recharge card was 200 naira, and the business was well. It was going on well. It was going on fine. I understood where my 10 naira profit was going. Then one day, my beautiful goddess, so my mother came and said, this is your business, because I was giving them convenience. Instead of them going outside the compound, they'll come and buy from Topisco. So they now said, okay, the traffic was much. People were like, Topisco, do you have recharge card? And I'll sell and all that. So I was like, okay, Topisco, this your business is booming. Let me inject, I think it was 20,000 into the business, or 10,000, I can't remember, but she injected money. That's how that business crashed too. But I did not understand what I was doing again. I was now confused. People were owing me because now long story short, my capacity had not gotten to that 20,000 naira that they injected. Probably she had injected 5,000 naira extra or 2,000 naira extra, I would still understand but once it grew beyond what my mind at that point could comprehend, like I understood the 10 naira 20, I understood it, I was good. But when it increased beyond that point, I didn't know what I was doing again, and the business collapsed. So sometimes you may think you are helping people, you are really not helping them. You are crippling them. You understand? You are crippling them. They are not going to grow. Okay, because that's struggle, that's efforts that they are putting in to do anything at whatever level is giving them the wisdom that they need for that particular level. I was listening to somebody and the person was saying that whatever you have right now is what you need. Like anything, any position you find yourself, that's exactly what you need. You now have to prove yourself that, okay, God, I'm a good steward of this thing. You increase it. So most times when you are thinking you are helping people, you're not helping them. You're actually crippling them. So next time you want to do over sabi, to say you want to bail people out and all of that, They may just be in their process. Step aside and allow them go through their process. Stop being the person who wants to save everybody. You can't save everybody. Allow people go through their process. All right, bye.